Yeah, hey, good evening everyone. Once again, this is Rochelle Rivera of Professional VAs, and right now we will have a free SEO training courtesy of one of my partners, Mr. Kim Ramirez. Before I introduce him to you, I will just share my screen for a little while. Hold on a moment. There. And oops. Oops. There is Mr. Kim Ramirez. He is an SEO consultant at Shopping Cart Elite. He's a social media marketer too. He's the owner of www.citationlab.com. He is an accomplished marketer and a manager with proven ability to implement and develop marketing, branding, and messaging strategies and tactics that supports business and financial objectives. Kim has created and managed successful marketing campaigns online and offline, of course, for small business clients. And he has also consulted with and coached individuals and independent consultants on inbound marketing and social media marketing for increased online traffic and conversions to qualified leads for professional services, and has successfully managed marketing campaigns. Kim's specialties are lead generation, search engine optimization, online marketing, research engine marketing, social media, marketing strategy, brand positioning and messaging, marketing communications, public relations, marketing management, and project management. Whew, wow. And today, our free SEO starter course. This is the entire SEO basics, and you will learn what is SEO and why you need to take it seriously. And of course, anyone can do SEO, even those without the technical background. SEO and ROI, or return on investment. What is possible and what is not with SEO. The on-site and off-site SEO. Different search engines. How search engines work. Robots, spiders, and crawlers. I want to learn that too. Organic versus paid search results. Google keeps changing, and so the penguin and panda. Over optimization hurts. Oh yes. Page rank, link juice. What is that? And of course, we'll have Q&A. So, Kim, I will unshare my screen now, and I'm going to show you to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, meet my friend and my business partner, Mr. Kim Ramirez, the SEO expert.
Hello, good evening. Grabe, ang haba.
It's okay.
Anyway, sige. All,
Kim, you can share your screen now.
yes, hold on.
And everyone, I will just ask you to please mute your mic first so that we won't be hearing any feedback. But if you have any question, you can unmute your mic and just ask anything. Or you can type it here in the chat page, in the chat box. Carlo, hi Carlo. If you can unmute your mic, please. You can find the unmute button above the Hangouts video. It's the microphone icon here, second icon that looks like a microphone. All right, ready, Kim?
Okay. Yes, no problem.
There you go.
Anyway, good evening. So, I'm Kim Ramirez, and I'm an SEO professional, whatever you call me, enthusiast aficionado. I'm living in internet. I have 7 years experience doing online marketing, and it's one of my sort of living, no? So tonight, I'm gonna give you a basic outline of SEO. Not really a hardcore SEO or advanced, but the basic concept so that you will understand what is all about SEO. Kasi ano, a lot of information drive coming from YouTube or any blog. Uh, anyway, it's like SEO has its own recipe, and every SEO professional has its own recipe. And the most important here is how you deal and how you cope up with the algorithm and the update of Google Panda. So I'm gonna share you about what you will learn about search engine optimization. So what is SEO? You know, um, A lot of question ask me about my client, always asking, can I get found on first page within Google? So yes, it is possible, but the problem is where you want to get found. Uh, it's example, if I say you're a dentist and you want to get found in Google. So uh, well, you type in Google just like dentist, and it's not relevant. I mean, you have a lot of competition. So today in SEO world, we are more on local citation. Like if you want to be found in dentist in Manila, or dentist in Paranaque, or dentist in Perth, so you have to deal with that. But before that, we have to understand what's the search engine all about. Okay, this is a short course during which you will learn what is possible with search engine optimization. You will become aware of the issues that can adversely affect the position of your website in search engine results. You will also learn about some of the positive steps you can take to improve both of your website or your client site linking to other web pages, or help them promote their website in Google. So by the end of this course, you won't necessarily know how to you won't necessarily how to fix or standing issues, but at least you will be aware that you have the right understanding about the issues of your website or your client website. Okay. A more detailed series of courses available, which will cover actual techniques later in the advanced course. Um, there's an old saying goes that knowledge is power. So once you know what is wrong, you can take this step, start fixing with problems on your website or your client website, because SEO is, you have to offer solution. I mean, you can use this as your arsenal, or your technique. If you have a website, especially e-commerce site dealing with money, and you can offer the services to your client. Example, it's like saying that you have a good website, good development, you have this e-commerce site and you're selling product, and but the problem with that is that nobody knows your website exists. So so you have, if your website.
Wait, hold on, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, can you please mute
Okay.
your mic first because we're getting some feedback here. Zach, Jeffrey, can you please mute your mic? We're getting. There you go. Thank you so much for that. All right, Kim, you may continue, and you may want to share your screen now, Kim,
Yes.
so we can
Okay.
see something. All
Okay,
right.
so basically what we're talking is that even if you have a website, a good website, a good development website, e-commerce, etc., andyan na lahat. And then the problem is that no one knows your website exists. You don't have wala kang traffic. You have no traffic at all. So who knows your website? Your girlfriend, your dog, your lola, your lolo. So it's useless, especially you're dealing with an e-commerce site. So it is good way that if you have a website, especially dealing with e-commerce site or money site, you have a traffic. So this is the way that you have to understand the SEO world, because SEO is just a very complicated, a complicated word. So after this course, you can take the next step, or you can pay somebody to fix your website, your client site outsource. But the main is that uh, SEO is active process, and SEO is a good SEO take times and effort. And if you outsource your website, I mean, if you hire another SEO expert or professional, but if you don't have the background or the content of SEO, then I think you will lose also you waste your money and you waste your time. So you have at least a good background of what is SEO. Okay, so like we said that SEO, it's all about you. So You have to know the basic concept. No. So, okay. What is search engine optimization? So, search engine optimization, SEO is a short for search engine optimization. This is a term implies optimizing your website, proper optimization, a proper visibility within the search engine results. So SEO takes time, good effort, and do not be fooled by some lurking email pop-up in your website. If you're a website owner, you can you will experience this. Someone will email you that they're offering SEO services. Don't get where my advice is that don't get to their sales pitch because you don't know what they're doing. So you have to learn the basic SEO. So, like I said, SEO is not a guarantee result, but it is all possible. Okay, so why SEO is in demand in the industry, online industry? Okay, you're here because you want skills, right? Say thumbs up. You're here because you want online skills. You want an extra money, right? Everybody want extra money. So if you want to push through your VA career or online career, or if you're a website owner or you offer services to other clients, so this is the kind of opportunity that you want, because you know why? SEO is a very demand in the online industry. Even if you go in Odes, as you can see, you will see that every day there's a posting of 1,000 to 200,000 posting of SEO, and it's a huge you know what I mean, huge uh, demand than other demand like web dev is also a big demand, but it's only fixed price or just contract by month. But SEO is not. If you have the right client, it will take long term, and job security is there. Okay, so what how much you can earn as an SEO professional? So you have this 20 to $25 per minimum.
Kim, are you sharing your webcam? Sorry to butt in. Your screen. We can't see the presentation.
Teka.
Or perhaps you want me to, no, you need the presentation. You need to show it from there.
Sorry, sorry guys. Okay, can you share can you
Not yet.
not
Hit
yet?
the screen. There. Okay. See it. Now it's there. All right.
Okay.
Okay,
So
continue.
so let's say how much you can earn as an ECU professional. Okay, this is what you earn: 20 to $25 minimum. There's a point that some earn $3 to $4 to $5 per hour. But if you're be a consultant or an SEO director or project management, this is the minimum salary you have. You will get 20 to $25 minimum, up to $35 minimum. Because today I have a client always say, if they want to consult me, I will always say $25 per hour. So it's all depend on you and how you will charge for your client. But basically, guys, this is what you will earn. For newbie, well, you can charge for $7 to $15 per hour. Okay, so take SEO seriously and don't double. What I mean is that we have to take it this SEO seriously. Once you have realized the need of the decent SEO on your website, you should approach the issue seriously. We see many clients who have double with SEO, means maybe using information they have gleaned from YouTube or other sources, but the trouble is a lot of information in YouTube. It's either completely wrong or out of date, or and some of the advice can actually harm the position of your website within the search engine. Increasingly, people use Google to search for products or services rather than traditional source such as Yellow Pages or any classified ads, because this is a problem. A lot of want to learn SEO because okay, I don't want to go to consultation or paid course because I can learn this in YouTube, right? Um, but the problem is that there's a lot. YouTube is a loaded of information, but what if you see this kind of tutorial or online course in YouTube free, but this technique was outdated and this technique is good for 3 years before or 5 years ago or 3 years ago, but now it's very bad. If example, keyword. 3 years ago you have to put keyword in your website, so you can get ranked easily in Google. You have to every content of the website you have to put keywords. So, but now uh, it's bad. SEO don't take that into points of your website because we have an update called SEO. We have an update called keyword stuffing from the Google update algorithm. No, so you have to be careful when you search when you go online searching for it because a lot of also blog is outdated. So it's better you have a person who will train you and coach you and mentor about search engine optimization. Okay, so are we cool with that? So anyone can do SEO. This is a no-brainer. Uh,
Yes, Kim. We
yes,
lost your screen share.
I think it. Again.
Yes. You want me to show it here from here? I'll try. So you don't
Okay.
have to worry about that. Let me just go ahead and check. Can you see my screen now?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Where
sa'yo
are
na
you?
lang.
Okay.
Okay. I think we have a. Can you go to anyone can do SEO?
Anyone can do SEO. I can do it. Yes, there.
Yes. Okay. Anyone can do SEO. This is a no-brainer. Don't believe in any. And if you have a friend that hey, can I run SEO? And your friend will tell you no, you can't. It's very complicated thing. No, they're not. Because SEO can learn. You can learn SEO. It's a no-brainer thing. But you have to master the skills. Okay. A lot of companies offering search engine optimization services will try and blind you. This what I'm explaining here is that this all about those. If you're a website owner or an e-commerce site, uh, a lot of companies offering search engine optimization, right? SEO company or SEO firm, they will try and blind you with all the science and tell you that is highly technical and you should only be attended by the people with years of experience, blah blah blah. And what's more, they know the secrets that nobody else know, right? If a company tells you they have a secret recipe for getting you onto the first page of Google, well, they're peddling complete nonsense. Or someone your friend saying no, it's a secret. You will rank in Google. They made some ninja type. It's a peddling complete nonsense. No, the real good news is that you don't have you don't need hips or technical experience in order to promote your website. What you do need is a common sense, attention to detail, and the time to actually do your SEO properly. Most people can learn everything they need to know about search engine optimization after 1 or 2 days course, after which they will be fully equipped to promote and manage the website themselves. This is what we call a proper training. Okay, a proper training. You can this you can you if you found a training in Manila or in your place in your local area offering a training in SEO for 2 to 3 days workshop, then it's good to join them. Okay, so always remember it is your website, it is your business. You understand your business, and the best person to promote the website is you, right? All you need is a small amount of knowledge, invest a little knowledge, and it will take charge of your own website promotion. Also, if you want to 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 offer your services, if to offer this kind of skill, you have to invest. Uh, you, because we all know that Filipino. Okay, I can learn that in blog, I can learn that in YouTube, I can learn, but it will take you a year before you get the whole concept if you don't have the mentor or the coach or someone will guide you in the proper SEO. Okay, so no question about this or any question about this matter. Any question? I guess not because they're all mute.
Hello.
Yes, about this one, anyone can do SEO. No question about this.
Hello, Kim.
Yes.
Yes, there is one question.
Yeah.
Yes, hello, Kim. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes. Hello.
Yes, there's a question in our group page from
Mm.
Kaibigan Tayo. I don't know if he's a she or a he. He was asking about how about if we are not expert in technical aspect of SEO?
Yes. That is why. Uh, it's like if you have uh, it's not a problem if you're not into really technical aspect about SEO because SEO is not really technical. It's more on common sense. It's more on how you promote your website. You know what I mean? If example, if I have a website, if my client have a website of e-commerce, and then you have to know his product, his target audience. So it's more about common sense. SEO is not very technical thing, like other people say. That it's not. Like I said, even high school graduate or kid can know SEO if you will teach him and you will guide them how to build links, because there are two types of SEO, and I will cater that uh, explanation later on. So SEO is not normal technical thing. They can learn if they have the proper mentor and guide, or someone will guide them. That is why I encourage most who want to learn this SEO, you if they have an online course or a workshop in their place, attend. If you want to improve your skills, if you want to push online career more. Hello, fraud. Okay, so
Yes, hello.
no more question. Okay, no more any. Okay, another question or well, a rebut.
No more questions?
Yeah, no more.
No more, I guess no more. In our group, there's no
Okay,
more questions.
Okay,
just
no more.
okay. Two kinds of what had of black cat? Tamo po ba? Yes, we will cater that, Jeff. There's two kinds of SEO. We will cater that one in a high. Pero ano natin? We have to explain first ano bang ROI niya. After that, we will cater that question. Okay, so SEO and the ROI. Okay. Uh, Hello,
Yes.
Ross. Can you go for the SEO and ROI?
Yes, okay. Hold on. There. ROI.
Yeah.
There. You see it?
And yes. Okay.
Okay.
SEO and ROI, return on investment. A lot of people, if you will encounter this, if you will be an SEO consultant or professional, you will encounter this. Your client will ask your ROI. What's my rate of investment if I do SEO with you? So, in terms of return of investment, search engine optimization offer fantastic returns. Okay, if you simply place a large advert in say Yellow Pages or radio station, or it will sit there for a year. But once printed, you cannot change it to meet changing circumstances, and you cannot improve it, right? The great thing about search engine optimization is that you should always be thinking and about tweaking the focus of optimization. You mean you can if there's an update, you can easily take action. Okay, so you get exactly what the results you require. Then advertising your website in Yellow Pages is just there. Yellowpages.com.au. You can also advertise your website or in any classified ads, but it's a permalink. It's not unless if the website is a highly traffic website. Okay, so compared to the cost of traditional advertising in newspaper, on radio and or TV, the cost of search engine optimization is minimal. Then going to TV or radio, because in radio it's very expensive, especially in TV, millions, no. But if you know how to SEO, then you don't have to advertise your product on TV. You can use Google or internet, because most people now are using internet, and it is a necessity. If you get more millions and more traffic to your website, once they come to you, once they visit to your website, it means visitor, and then visitor turn into customer. So the simple logic is that if you want to 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 build a mini store in a mall, well, of course, even in a hallway, or you simply selling quick or whatever, or hot dog, still you have sales, right? You have sales. But if you go in a multo, we call this cemetery or whatever, wilderness, no people, then you have no traffic. Means no traffic, no visitors, no sales. So that's a bottom line. So anyway, uh, the results, however, can be complete game change of your business. Okay, obviously, no one can guarantee an increase in a business as a result of successful search engine optimization. This is what I told. This is what I um, told you about, that there's no guarantee. If someone will tell you that guarantee results in search engine, then they're just scamming people, because SEO has no guarantee. Possible you can be positioned in the first page, but there's no guarantee, because we were just only a third party, however, it stands the reason that if you're easy to find in Google and people are looking for your product, if or services in Google, then people are going to try you rather than the competitor. So you have the much better chance of increasing your level of business. Example, if you're a VA or a web developer, if you're a VA or a web developer or a graphic artist, or anything that you want to do to offer your services, and if you have a website, so it's good, because if you know how to SEO your own website, you have the edge for other VA that don't know how to market their website. Because, like, example, if someone will try to to search Filipino virtual assistant, if you own this keyword, and you'll be in a position in this keyword, and you get high chances that you get a lot of clients. So there's no question about SEO or ROI, return on investment. Okay, so I will give you. Can I share my screen,
Yes.
Rush?
Yes, yes. Okay. Let me unshare it.
Okay.
There. You can see me now?
Okay.
Alright.
Hold okay, where's my screen?
Wow, there are also 5 people or 4 people watching in YouTube right now. I'm the 5th one. I just checked it right now, so I'm going to close it. So it won't be deceiving. Haha.
Okay. So I have this Google Hangouts full screen. This one. No. You see my screen now?
Not yet. There. I can see myself.
Okay.
Okay, share it. Can you maximize it? Your screen so we can see it
Uh,
better. Maximize.
anyway, we have to. Okay.
Okay.
Can you see this one? Okay. Okay.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So if someone type this keyword, cowhide rugs, the search.
Cowhide rugs. Okay.
Yes. If you go to Google, and if you want to type this cowhide rugs, this is a keyword. So the all of the e-commerce site, or anyone, or a business that want to position is this one. They have to be in the first page, right? This is the first page. So my client, example, this is my client, Cowhides International. So every keyword is crucial for campaign. Example, we have these 300,000 results. 300K result, 363,000 result, meaning there's a 363 websites which has the word of cowhides rugs using this keyword, and they want to compete each other. So imagine that if you're in the top 1, top 2, top 3, top 4, you have all the sales. So it is important to choose also the keyword. Okay, this is the basic. If someone type shoes, you have to the position of 1, 2, 3, 4 till 5. So if someone will type dentist, so you have to be this position. But but there's a technique here. If you're using generic keyword, I mean dentist is a generic keyword. It's like you're wasting your time because it's a very competitive keyword. Okay, so just like what I said before, everybody want to rank in Google, but what type of keyword that you want to rank? Example, if you're using dentist, so where if someone use if we don't know that this person are just typing dentist, or he just want to to learn dentist, or just checking dentist information, or this is from Africa or America, because there's no real targeted place. And now SEO are more on targeted place, like local citation. We call this, if you want to be ranked in dentist in Perth. Uh, Hold on. Yes, this is a local citation. Most of the SEO now are in local citation. Example, if you're a dentist in Perth or plumber in Perth, you have to be in this position. Okay? So if your client say he's a plumber, so you must know where he want to rank. Example, you can ask him always that which way where you want to rank in Google, because it's useless if you want to rank plumber, because your business in Australia and someone will search you in Africa. So no, it's kinda annoying, or it's you're wasting their time and you wasting your time. So the SEO phase now is more on local citation. Okay, if someone will type dentist or plumber, you have to put, if your client is in local citation, you have to put including with their
Location.
location. Okay, so because it's a local citation based, but if you want to be found in Filipino virtual assistance, so there we go. Chris Ducker dominating this keyword. Virtual done well. Warrior forum. What's this? Virtual assistant. So if you're a virtual assistant, you have to pick your own keyword that you can be dominate in a search engine. Example, you have this is a good keyword because many people it's a 400K search engine search result. So Chris Ducker, the owner of Virtual Stuff Finder, I don't know, dominate this one, and also the online jobs. You see that one? Like a lot of VA has portfolio or a website, but they don't even rank in this position. So it's important. Example is a Filipino. We have a WordPress developer here, right? Or let's say real estate agent or whatever. A Filipino WordPress developer. This is a good keyword. Jasper Espejo. See that one? He's good at SEO, freelancer, LinkedIn. So
Wow.
in this type of scenario, you have to dominate this type of key. So you have to choose your keyword. Don't just build a website and then blast a link. You have to choose the keyword. Keyword is very important. We will discuss this in advanced advanced course. So this is a very important. So if you're a real estate agent or a broker, you have to also dominate this one. Real estate agent in Philippines. Long tail are more good than in short and generic. So this one, real estate agent Philippines. So ayos dito. Sino bang real estate agent dito sa ano sa hangout dito? Wala si ano to, si France. How about you, France? Are you in real estate?
Nobody answers. I guess there's no real estate broker here. And
So
somebody also just logged in, or somebody has joined their Hangouts.
yeah,
Ethel Louise. Ethel, can you please? Okay, she's already muted. All right, thank you. All
okay.
right, you can continue, Kim.
Okay. So SEO is very, specific. It's very skilled work. You have to balance everything. You have to know how to market because, in short, we are a salesman in internet marketing. We are a one man show of sales marketing or advertising. Uh, in US or in Europe country, in Western world, they spend a lot of money in TV and radio and in online marketing. So they spend millions, and we Filipino are very good at it because a lot of Western country hire Filipinos SEO or web developer because of English, good English communication, very hardworking and loyal. So I always advise this. I always tell this to my trainees that if you want to push career, go for SEO manager or skills. Okay. So about the what is possible and what is not possible about SEO. So can you go with that, Rosh?
Which one, Kim?
Uh, this one, what is possible and what is not possible
Wait
with
lang.
SEO?
Where are we? Possible and impossible. So we rank one. I will
Okay,
finish that.
can you see my screen?
We can't.
Yeah, you can. I
Can
don't
you
know what's
please share your
problem.
screen?
You can share your screen because I don't know. I think I have a problem with my sharing. I think I don't know.
Okay. Let me just go ahead and check my PowerPoint. Hold on. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Let me share my screen.
Yeah.
There. Wait lang. And there. Where are we? On-site and off-site.
No,
Not this one?
yes. Oh
Ah,
yes. What is possible and what is not possible with SEO? This very realistic one. Okay. First of all, no one guarantees. Okay, remember this one. No one guarantees. If you're a website owner, if you have a website uh, running or an e-commerce site, do not get hooked with this some SEO firm that they can guarantee that your website will be ranked in position one because no one guarantees SEO. If they guarantee, then you're talking like a Bombay or something just to get you paid. Okay, it is important to realize also the limitation of search engine optimization techniques. Uh, these are a lot of companies sending out spam emails, okay, which you will probably have received offering to get you into the first page of Google by this time or week or anything. Uh, this is especially rubbish. Good SEO takes effort, okay? Good SEO takes effort and good SEO takes time. This is not a rocket science. This is not like, okay, I have a website, I have a keyword, and I want to rank next week. No, it's not. Uh, it's possible, but it's not a guaranteed because you do SEO, but your competitors also do SEO. So you have to check and balance this one. Okay, the time scale of seeing benefits from careful search engine optimization is like your website takes months, weeks, rather than days or anything. But the time frame of this is that if you do SEO, especially fresh website, it will take in 3 years before, it will take 1 to 3 months. But now since the update, it will take 1 to 6 months or a year. Imagine that if you have a client who want to do SEO with you in 6 months or 1 year, and you have let's say $10 to $15 per hour, depend on the week of workload. So it's kind of tedious and it's very expensive thing. That is why I always tell to my client, what's your value proposition, and SEO is investment, not just not SEO is not a plug and play solution like a software that you plug that and you leave that, because it's not. SEO is an investment. If you in the future, if you become an SEO expert or professional, you always tell to the client that SEO is an investment, because I always encounter that I always encounter that some of the client will say, okay, I will hire you, but I want to be positioned in a week or a month. With this my budget is low, or I have only a small scale budget. You have to be honest with them, because, oh, how much is your budget? They say that I only budget my SEO for 3 months. Then if you're doing white hat, then you have to tell them that honestly, that you're wasting your money, because SEO is a long term process and it's an investment. So you have to set aside a marketing strategy on SEO. Okay, so but don't lure to the to some company offering also training courses in SEO, and also offer SEO courses to small business, but they
Kim,
offer oh yes,
sorry, I'll cut you off. They can't see my screen, so that means you have to share the screen from there.
that's a problem also here,
You
because there's
can't
a camera.
share the screen.
Yeah, I don't know. I tried to share my screen, but hold on, this one.
Maybe try one more
But
time.
okay, can you see my screen?
No. Question from Dennis. Oh, by the way, Dennis is a real estate broker here in the Philippines, in Manila. He's working in DMCI, and he's asking if do clients ask if you are good Google certified? Do they ask? Is that important?
No, it's not
No.
important.
Oh, good.
Google certified. Google certified. If you're Google certified, means you know how to Google AdWords to do PPC. Because some clients will tell you that, okay, do you know Google AdWords or PPC? So some client will say, I need a Google certified person, but basically no, it's all result. If you can give them result, and you have portfolio and you have referral, and it's no need to do Google certified SEO man or SEO professional, because it's more on Google AdWords and PPC if you are Google certified.
Okay.
So, any question about before we proceed? Can you see my screen?
Yes, you can see it now. I
Okay,
didn't realize that they're not seeing my screen, so sorry about that. One lesson learned again.
okay. Like I said, no, there's no guarantee in rank one position. Okay, what I mean is that rank one position is this one. This There's no guarantee. This one. This is the rank position. It's different in page one. We can guarantee that in page one. Possible. But rank one, this one, there's no guarantee in that. Because example, if you check my client, can you see my screen?
Yes, you can.
Yes. We are on page one. But we do SEO for more than 3 years. We have a lot of technique that we're using. Okay. So if you say cowhide drugs for sale, we still in number one. You say cowhide online, online for sale, still number one. This is a buying keyword because maybe you get confused this, but this type of keyword is a buying keyword because I'm targeting online for sale. Do you understand? Did you get the point, Rosh?
Yes.
There's two types of keyword. The generic one, this is the cowhide drug, the generic also. But if we targeting buying keyword, meaning if a person will look for this keyword, meaning he's ready to buy your product. So it's good if you're in the position one because
Generic
cowhide drugs
buying
online
keywords.
for sale. Yes. So this is a buying keyword. Then if you want to be a generic, then we are not in number one. Wikipedia will be number one. We are in number two.
Mm.
So Wikipedia, this is a very generic one. You have 3.6 million website, 3.6 million website. Your competitors, your with this certain keywords. So we surpass the IKEA and the eBay. What's this? The free dictionary. But we have this new competitors, the Cowhide Company. I don't know if they're using the SEO. But did you see these tools? This one? Okay. This is an SEO Quake. This is the PR2. This is 2,770, meaning the 2,770, meaning the Google Spider visit your website 2,000 times. That's the bottom line. That's the meaning of that. This age is 2003 website,
Kim,
meaning
are
yes.
you in? You're not. We can only see the PowerPoint. Are you in your browser?
No, I mean not in the PowerPoint anymore, but oh,
We can see the PowerPoint. It's stuck in the PowerPoint.
stuck in the PowerPoint. Okay.
So that means you have to share your full screen. When you hit the share screen, click the full screen.
Yes.
Over your mouse again, and
Uh,
then full screen. Share the full screen so we can see what you're talking about.
okay. This one. Can you see this one?
I can see my face. There, I can see it
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Okay, can you go back to what you were talking about earlier?
Okay. If I'm talking about cowhide drugs for sale, this is a buying keyword. Meaning, if someone searches this keyword, he's ready he's ready to buy. Or so, if you make position with this keyword, it means we are in page one. Okay. Yes, I said before that there's no guarantee in page one, but we are in page one because we did some tactics and you know for 3 years combating with SEO with this company, we surpass all the competitors. So there's no guarantee that you can be page one, but there's a possible that you can also in page one, rank one, but uh, you have possible also to be in page one. Meaning you can tell your client, yes, possible to get you be in page one, right? This is a page one of Google, page two, page three, page four, five. Can you see that, Rosh?
Yes, we can.
Yes. So this is a page one. So it's possible that we can position this rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But there's no guarantee that we are in page one. Luckily, we are in page one. So I
And
don't know.
just to inform everybody, Cowhides
Yeah.
is a company they're consulting with, right?
Yes, but don't tell to basically
Don't
because it's
tell them.
because they don't want my client is a non-disclosure agreement, but they don't want that their website knows they do SEO.
Okay, okay.
So cowhide drugs for sale, and if you want to type cowhide drugs online for sale, meaning this keyword you're also in number one. But if you search this keyword cowhide, this is a very generic one. You have 3.6 million website competing in this keyword. We are in number 2.
Well,
So even if you type cow hides, we still dominate that one. So every time you type words cow hides, we always in the page 1. This is the computer cow hides for less. Okay. So if you have see cow hides rug, not cowhide rug, so cowhide rug is still number 1. So every time, if some people will type cowhide rugs, it is you have to make sure that you're in position in search engine, because once they click this site, means visitors, and visitors are traffic, and the more people keep visiting in this website, Google will give you a score. So the more people coming to your website, traffic, etc., Google will give you score, and it will give you sales. So that's the bottom line in e-commerce. So any question? Question.
questions.
Yes, Caro, it's nice, pero we do that campaign for 3 years.
So that means SEO is a long-term process.
Yes, for job security, SEO is good.
Mhm.
So any question before we proceed?
I guess no
Buyer
questions at all.
interaction. No. Okay.
Okay, we can proceed to the PowerPoint now. Okay.
Okay. On-site and off-site. This is very, very important. Every time I have to, to change screen.
Yes.
Yes. That
You
like
have to
in
share your screen again.
yes. Okay. This is the on-site and off-site. It's a very important one. Ah, there are two types of SEO.
Kim, we can see
Okay.
the screen again. The PowerPoint.
Why?
You have to go back. Share it again. And don't worry next time.
That
We
one.
will have the go-to webinar, so we won't have a hard time sharing the screen. Kim is an SEO expert, not a Hangouts expert. Sorry about that, guys.
Okay. Do
All
you
right,
see my
there it
screen?
is.
Okay. Do you see my screen? Okay. This is there are two types of SEO. Okay. On-site and off-site. Okay. When you are optimizing your website for search engine visibility, there are two distinct aspects of optimization. So on-site optimization. What's the on-site? Uh, On-site optimization refers to any changes that you make to the actual content of the website. This on-site optimization or on-page may relate to the text that your visitors can see when they visit your website, or it may relate to the code behind the website that the search engine will see, but your visitor will not necessarily view. Okay, this is this is a little bit technical, but I will give you a basic approach on this one, because it may sound complex. The on-page factor is this one. I will share again another screen. Okay. Now you know your client. Okay. So there are two types of SEO. On page, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, this one. Can you see my screen? Go ahead, sir.
Yes.
There are two types of on page SEO. On page and off page. On page is only pure structure of your website. Meaning, if you want to build a house, you have a proper structure. What's that? Ano ba? Foundation, no, uh,
Wall, ceiling.
proper, yes, floor, ceiling, etc. That's the own page. You have to make it. If you have a WordPress developer or a web developer, this is he must know how to construct friendly SEO on page on site, because a lot of website is not on page. It's harder. It's not really high. high percent, because it's part of doing in search engine. Because if you don't have a title tag, you mean in on page you have to have the title tag, description, and the proper structure of all, or the link.
Yes.
If
To
this
tell
one,
that, Kim, I remember before you create a website, it is important that you give it to your website developer
yes,
because they cannot some of the WordPress developer or the website developer doesn't know what type of keywords you want your website to
yes,
get found.
yes. So I will give you an example. This is the title tag. We must have a title tag, Cowhides International Selling. And this one, as you can see, this is the description. This is the main important in SEO, because Google will not know if you don't have a title, and if you don't have this proper,
Description.
description. Google will not know you, or any search engine sites, because the recipe of search engine like Google, Bing, Yahoo, they have to crawl on your website. If they have if you, That's why it's important that in a title page or in the description you have a keyword. You put over optimize your keyword, but at least you have a keyword. Example, if I type cow hides, I have this keyword in my title tag. You get the point?
Kim,
Yes.
just to define a title tag is what will come up in Google as you as a certain let's say as somebody research it on the Google. Is that right?
Yes, because Google Spider will check your title tag if proper. Example, you have a cow hides and your title tag is like Filipino recipe. So
Then
it's
you'll be
kind of
found.
so it's kind of annoying, or so Google may get confused. The Google Spider will confuse. They will index your website, but in a proper category.
Mhm.
So Google is very complicated thing, but if you have a proper title tag and proper description, that's at least the basic on page. So if you have a client that has no title tag and has no description, then you can recommend to your client, or you can tell your client that, sir, we must we must go for on page optimization. So what I mean is that, example, uh, this one, if I go to this, can you see my screen?
Yes. Great.
Okay, this is for website analysis. You will know that if the website is proper on page or proper or not properly on page. So this is online tools, Wurang. I always use this one when I do uh, website audit. You can list these tools as your one of your online tools.
Can we test our website there, Kim?
Yes, you can test your website. You see that one? Successful past, room for improvement, and error fix. Meaning error fix. You have to fix that. You have to tell your client to fix that. But in my client, we don't, because on pages now it's just 10% or 20% for the algorithm. So the most important is the on page. So if you go here in SEO, so it will tell you, warning, we've detected parameter significant numbers of, well, I don't know this, but you can tell your web developer. So you have each red error fix, you have to tell to your web
Web
developer,
developers.
or yes. So we don't have a blog. So domain expiration. This is very important. Custom page, credibility, microforma. Okay. So a lot of encoding missing. This is the V3. V3 validity means the website was coded like old school type, because V3 if you can figure this one, this is also a bonus point if you have a V3C non-error or with visibility non-error. But if your website a load of errors, it's not Google will not take you some points, but it's not really important, because the important is the off page or the off site. So this is how you will audit a website. Okay, if you have a client, you have to audit this website. If you can get this pricing, you have to report him. This is the website audit. So, or you can check the website. There's a simple way to check the website. Okay, you see this one? This is an old school website. This is not a good, but we are in good position in Google. So, okay, you have to do. You have to right click. Okay, right click and then view source page.
Ooh.
Okay, you're in the back end. So you have.
Now we're in Jupiter.
Are you still with me or you get lost?
We're in Jupiter. Okay, go ahead.
So if you want to check your website client, if you don't have a tool, if you don't know any tools, you can check your client also in OnPage. If you know how to do that, you have to check. Click, hover your mouse, click, right click, and then go for the view page source. Click, hover your mouse, right click, go to view page source. And once you click that one, you will go to another page source. This one. This is the back end. See that one? Coding. You don't. Okay. So he has a title tag. Good one.
So you can see the title tag from there.
Yeah. You have the description offering cowhide drugs, and you have the keywords. So these are the keywords that you want to rank. In old days, this is that in 3 years ago, or 4 years ago, we will always optimize this keyword, cowhide drugs, cowhide drugs, cowhide drug, cowhide drugs, etc. Buffalo hides, buffalo rugs. So we'll optimize this one. But now, this is not important. In 2014 and 13 update, this is not important because Google is getting smarter and smarter. They say they think that, oh, you manipulate our algorithm, so they disregard this technique anymore. This is not really good now. So as long as you have the title tag and you have the proper description and a proper own page, in advance I will teach you the advanced way, but you will get more. Well, uh, I cannot tell you. I cannot explain this for today because it will take whole day to
Explain
explain this.
everything.
Yes, the own page, and you get lost. So what I'm doing today is the basic, the whole concept. So this is the title tag and description, and the proper page all is like the some. If someone will type this is our website is an Amazon server. So yeah, we have this ASP, but the proper on page optimization, Google will not check your website if you have this one, and you know that no proper. Okay, Google will not. Google, this is not a proper all, so Google will not read that one or even a number or hyphen. The proper optimization is that when you check a website is that if we have example, we are in the category of what's this, sales cloud. So you have a sales item, you have to put uh, category slash or cowhide dot html. So this is a proper or, this is a clean or, meaning clean link. So Google love this one. uh, do you understand? Did you get my point, Rosh? Or
I
so
can get it
yeah.
because Sam was explaining it to me before. Let's say when you have your blog set up in your or any page set up in your website, and um, when you put it on the web, sometimes the web creates a certain address with a
Yes,
series of numbers and letters, which is not understandable.
yes,
But
you're right.
you can what do you call it? Customize that one by the use of this
You can do that for proper on page. So you have
yes,
to you have always to talk with your web developer.
web
So
developer.
because yes, because in SEO if you're an SEO agency, web developer, content writer, social media marketer are all under category with SEO, because SEO is the bread and butter of your website. So what SEO tell you? Example, if I'm an SEO director, if I say, hey, can you fix this one? Can you do this? Can you write this kind of thing? The keyword optimization. If you want to write an article, I will give you a guideline how to write a keyword SEO friendly article. So stuff like that. When you handle project management, so I will discuss that later in advanced course. So uh, this is the proper. So no question about the on page. Okay. So any question about on page optimization?
I don't have any questions. If they have any question, I will let you know.
Okay. So now we go to off page. This is the Viagra. This is what we call the Viagra of the SEO. See that one off page.
You
Okay,
can
by
see
the
the
way,
screen now.
again,
Yes.
sorry. uh,
Perhaps you're clicking something.
yeah. Okay, can you see my screen?
No. There.
Okay. So on page is only a minimal one. It's like 10% or 20. You don't have to concentrate on page, but it's still good if you have a proper on page. But basically, the main concept is that you have a title tag and proper description. That's all, and proper or structure. Not really hardcore on page. So the big thing in SEO is the off page, the big spy. The big eyes off page, because we call this is the Viagra of the online world. So SEO, you have the meta tags. This is the on page meta tags, content, weekly guidelines, internal link building. I will discuss in an advanced course what's internal link building and proper content. So in off-site or off-page optimization, we have this link popularity, domain authority, domain popularity, and link anchor text. Okay, so what I mean is that Google will give you score if you have a lot of links pointing to your website. Link popularity. Google will give you score if your domain is an old domain or have a domain authority. Example, your domain is 2001, then your competitor is 2013. So it's like if the more old domain are, the more authority in Google search in Google search engine. Okay, so domain popularity is same with that, domain authority. Link anchor text, meaning I'll give you an example. So I have to share again my screen.
It's sharing. It's sharing. We can see it.
Yeah. Okay, can you see my
Now.
screen?
Now
Okay,
we can. What did you click again?
I don't know.
We can see it now. You have to share it again.
Oh, okay. Can you see my screen now?
There. You can see it.
Okay. One of our advantage in SEO is that my client has a domain authority, meaning 2003. Okay, and our competitors are 2007, 2007,
You're older than they
2008.
are.
Yeah, so we are more on authority in the website. So example, uh, in off page, if you have many links pointing to your website, the more Google will give you score. Uh, Example, if your website been talking in CNN and they have a link pointing to your website, that's a score. If someone talking a blog and there's a link pointing to your website, that's a score. So the more you have links, the more you have score in Google. That's why we called it off site is a link building strategy. But it's not like link building strategy. You can build, and link. There's a formula using that link. Okay, a formula, not just building links or basic link. I will cater this in advanced course, how to build link in your website. Okay, so it's not like I'm building link, but not not guidelines in Google. This is what we're talking about. A while ago, that black hat and the white hat. I have to discuss this because someone already
Yes.
asking. This is supposed to be an advanced course, but I will discuss this in a concept way. Not the we will not go deeper. We have to do in concept way. Okay. We have two types of SEO, right? We have the on page and the off site.
Yes.
On page is more in website, your website. The Google will concentrate on your website if you have a proper content, proper structure for all, title tag. Okay. The off page is more link building, meaning is somewhat a lot of link pointing to your website. They will give you score, and domain authority also give you score. So the black hat, this is beautiful because
Kim, can you click on
yes.
your PowerPoint presentation? I can see my face on the screen.
Oh, sorry. Okay. There's two types of SEO, the black hat and white hat. Okay, we're talking about the white hat. Okay, when we do white hat,
It's not yet shown. Sorry, Kim. I keep on bothering you. The
okay.
PowerPoint is uh, it's not being seen on the screen. I can see my face. Can you please click on the
Okay.
PowerPoint?
Okay, this one.
Share your screen and there. Okay, there,
Okay.
there. There.
So two types of SEO. White hat. The white hat is a website. It's a strategy that you follow the Google guidelines. You mean not cheating the Google. Okay. This is a tedious task because you build links manually. You mean manually. If I go in forum, I build links in forum. If I go in directories, I build links in directories. Or if I want to post blog, I build links in the blog. So this is a very tedious task. This could take that's why one campaign will take 3 months, 4 months before you get all the links being indexed. But it's a long term. It's a long term result. Once Google knows that your website is all white hat and link properly been we say that no shady tactics, it will give you score. Now the black hat is a software base. A software can blast 100 links pointing to your website, 100 links. But
That's the easier way.
yeah, that's the easier way. You can get rank in a week or a month or 1 month. But the problem with black hat, Google's are very smart now. Google knows that your website doing black hat. Now, if Google knows that, they will penalize your website. They will sandbox your website. They will slap your website, meaning you will not be seen in Google or any search engine
Too bad.
website. That's bad. So you have to take care of
Yeah.
your website. That is why a lot of SEO professional, especially I don't want to sound be rude, but most Indians, Bangladesh, doing black hat because they always say, yes, I can guarantee you in number one. I can guarantee. They always say I can guarantee, but you don't know that what they're doing. That is why if you do SEO on your website, you have at least a background of what they're doing. Okay, what are you doing? Are you doing white hat or you're doing black hat? Because no SEO professional will recommend doing black hat or do software. I know software can save time. Software can save time, can save money, but it's a short-term goal. It's a short-term process. It will hurt your website if you know what I mean. But I'm more on, we call this gray hat.
The third one,
There's, yes, there's also a gray hat. The gray hat is a white and black mixed up.
combination.
Yes, you can do that. You can use the software, but in proper way. If I have a link, I want to blast it in software, but not directly to your website. So I will not go deeper with this one because we will discuss this in the advanced course because this is a very detailed
It's
explanation.
complicated, yes.
Yes.
At least we
So
know what black hat, gray hat, and white hat means.
yes. So my whole concept is that uh, Either you do white hat or you do black hat. It's up to you. But you have to make it, whatever you do, it's your choice. If it's your rest. So if you're a website owner, I always say that don't do black hat, because a lot of clients ask me, Kim, can we buy this software? Can we buy this one? Can we use this one? It's easier than building links. Example, I want to build 5,000 links and it will take 6 months. But if I buy this software, I can build 100,000 links in just one click. Yeah, you can do that, but you get slapped. I have a client been slapped today. I will not divulge their website, but they've been slapped by Google because they're using Magic Submitter software, and this guy was blasting his website, blasting and blasting, and it rank well in 3 months. But when Google knows it, they've been slapped. They're out of nowhere in the Google search engine site. So that's a bad thing about using black hat and white hat. Okay, so it's good more on combination type. I'm more in gray hat thing. So what's that, Jeffrey? Di ko alam. Combination. Okay, so any question about the on-site and off-site?
No, no questions at all.
Okay.
It was clear, thank you. You can go to the next slide now.
Okay. So we're on different search engine. Okay, there are a lot of types of search engine. This is why we have the Google, MSN, AOL, and Yahoo and Bing. These are the big search engine site, but they have different algorithm. But most people are using Google because Google are the dominating search engine today. They dominate. Everything is concentrating in Google. Remember, Google is a big ads company. They offer PPC. Okay, we'll discuss that later again. So Google always updating. They always updating. You know what? I don't know how to say this, but they hate, not really hate, but they don't like SEO professional or SEO expert or SEO firm because they in 2010 in my blog, I put that in my blog. In 2010 they have a decrease of value, their income because of the SEO firm. A lot of website company says that why we should do PPC with you, and we invest $30,000 to $1 million, and we can hire an SEO professional with $1,000 or $3,000 or $5,000 per month,
Retainer.
and we have the same, yes, and we have the same category, and we have the same position. Like example, okay, uh, I am spending 30,000. Okay, yes, but this my competitor don't spend 30,000. They spend only 1,000 or 2,000, but they're still in the page one. Why is that? And they get more traffic than ours because they always target the keyword that we also want. We also want this kind of keyword. So if you want to be an SEO manager or professional, you must also check the competitors, what they're doing, what type of link building they're doing. So that's an advanced course, but I will tell you that I will teach you that and how to do that, to check the competitors, what kind of tools we're using, what tools we're using. Example, we know what type of link building they make, and then we can copy that and we can upgrade the strategies. It's like that. SEO is more in competition. So it's like iPhone, iPhone developing their iPhone cell phone in 5 years, but the Samsung took it in 1 year. 1 year, they just copy all the feature in 1 year. So it's more in competition. So in Yahoo, this is an old search engine, but they have this. They have also different algorithm. They are more on blog. Google are more on keyword concentrating, but Yahoo is more on blog. So MSN is different also.
So
So these
you
are the,
mean, Kim,
yeah.
sorry to bother you. You mean, Kim, if they have different way of ranking your site, that means we have to work separately on Google, MSN, AOL, Yahoo, and Bing?
Yes, not necessary, but if you rank in Google, Yahoo, AOL, MSN, and Bing will follow.
Okay.
Because Yahoo is very strict. You know, they changing algorithm with it, so you have to keep up with that algorithm. Once you keep up the algorithm, then you're safe in Yahoo and Bing. Because it's like I'm not ranked in Yahoo, I'm not in page one in Yahoo, but I'm in page one in Bing. Why is that? So people are not disregard this. They most internet market disregard Bing and Yahoo. They go after with the Google because people are more on Google. They have Google Philippines, Google Australia, Google UK, Google Norway, Google, everything. So you
Everywhere.
have to cope
Google
up in
everywhere.
Google. Okay. So any question with this one? Different search engine.
No, no, I don't have.
Okay. Second is how search engine works. So yes, the first thing to realize about search engine is that they only know about websites that are submitted to them directly or that they have found in searching the web. Meaning, if you're a web developer, if your website is already set up, you have to submit it in their what's this directory, like in Webmaster 2, you have to submit in Webmaster in uh, Google Index or directory or Yahoo directory or any directory site. This is the technique in old ways, but it's still useful because even if you don't index your website or submit your website in Google, Google will just index that automatically, but it take 15 days or 30 days, something like that. So this means that when you search the web using particular search engine, that the results are displayed, meaning they even if you don't submit your website to the Google or Yahoo Bing, if and you keep building, and if someone find your link, this is what I call that. If many links pointing to your website, Google will give you score. So that is why link building is very important. So we have also Google has also a spider. This one, indeed, it's not Spider-Man but Google Spider. This is the web crawler. They are the one who will crawl to your website. So that is why if your website is a proper structure or on page, they will crawl to their website and then they will get that all data, and then they will put that in a whole big data in Google. And the more that, example, if your website talking about cowhide rugs or shoes, they will think that the Google Spider, if someone type this cowhide rugs or shoes, they will think that, oh, this website, this kind of website, I will be the should be the one in the first page, because this website has many links pointing to shoes. So maybe they think that
It's a shoe
uh
company.
yes. So let's just imagine that Google is a big library in internet. Okay, Google always give information to the user. So it's crucial that you have to make your website in informative way, on page, proper website, not spammy website, because they also check that one. If they say, if they think your website, example, a spam site or have many links, banners, etc., they will not give you a score of that, because they will think, oh, this website is just making money. They don't give offer much information to my customer or to my client. So something like that. So it is important that in your website you have to keep update your content, checking your website more content, proper structure, because Google Spider will always visit your website. The more he visit your website, the more he will give you score, and the more links pointing to your website, the more he will give you score.
So
So
that's
that's the
where blogging comes in. That's
yes,
where blogging can really help in your SEO.
yes. So you don't have, because this spider, this the crawler. Google's very smart, so you have to play it by rules.
Mhm.
So
You have to be a friendly website.
yes, do not make into harmful way, because example, if you're building a website that you put a malware in your site, Google will not index you. They will just tell you that exactly. They will tell you that, oh, this website is spam site. This website is a virus site, something like that. So they will know that. Okay, so this is the robot and spiders, crawlers, search engines such as Google. Say, has an automated software referred to as robots, spider, or a crawler, what we call that, which will search the web looking for new websites and new pages within websites. So that is why it is important that you have a content. Example, if you have a blog site, it's good that each week you will put fresh content, because the Google will say, oh, another fresh content. They will crawl that and then they will put that in their data. So it's like there's no new website coming up. They will crawl that and then they will check the website. If, oh, this is a good site, they have a good content. They're talking about how to fix a car, etc. Or VA, they telling that this site is more information about virtual assistant. So they will put that in their data. So, and plus a, a lot of website pointing to your link, to your website, they will also crawl that and they, oh, this kind of anchor text pointing to this website. So they will put that in their data. The more they put data to their crawler, the more they will give you score and the more they will lift you up. Okay, so that's the basic concept of the web spider or Google, the
And
Google bot.
just
Yeah.
a quick definition of terms. Those you said anchored text.
Yes.
Yes, those are the hyperlinks, right? Those
Yes. The
words that
hyperlink.
can be clicked that are
Yes.
in. Okay, when
That's
you're
the one.
reading a blog, you see
Yeah.
something that is clickable. That's the anchored text, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So no more question about that. So we
Mhm.
are go in organic, and this is what I call the organic in the page search result. Okay. So this is the organic. You see this one? The buy. If someone type buy car, they have a buy new used car. This is the organic. This is the pay. This is the paid. No, sorry, paid search. Paid search, meaning they pay Google. They pay 30,000 to 50,000 per month just to position with this keyword. This we call PPC. Pay per click. If someone click this one, example, per click is $4, and if you get how many 1,000 click per day, you will pay 1,000 times $4. So this is the organic. Okay, this is the organic. So many companies get confused this that this is my example. This is my competitors. This is me, and this is my competitors. They also in the page one or page position and page one position. So they get the same uh, click but less expenses. So
Expenses.
yes, but me I get more click, more site, but it's a very high, high paid or very expensive way. But I'm not saying paid is bad. Paid search is good if you have the good budget and if you have a person knows how to deal with keywords, know how to analyze keyword, Google AdWords or PPC. That's the question. That's the question that if you want to hire a PPC manager or a Google AdWords expert, you have to ask them if they are good. They've been in Google certified, Google keyword certified expert or etc. What they call that, because but for me, SEO is just it's all competition. I can rank my website in organic way and less
That's
expensive
expense.
than, yes, than in paid search. So this is a paid and this is organic. So you have to know that, and you can also check your competitors. You will go to Ahref and check their links, and you can get all the data, what their type of link building they do, etc. So I will give you an example how to check the competitors. So I have
I
to
have a
change.
question, Kim.
Yes.
Uh, so how do you think a website will be on the first page in terms of link building? And I guess there's no guarantee to it, right?
What do you mean?
The question is, how long do you think a website will be on the first page in terms of link building?
There's no depend on your competitors. Depend on the keyword that you compete. That is why in the advanced course I will teach you how to check the keyword and how to 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 check the global because it depends on the competitors. If you say okay, I want to rank in cowhide or in the shoes keyword generic, that's not realistic. Why would you want in shoes? I'm selling shoes. I'm a shoe repair in Australia, and then this it's not it's not reality. So you have to check the keyword basis. So it depends on the competitors. Mostly 6 months or 7 months, something
I
like
do.
that. Yeah. So I have to change my screen again.
Yes.
I was changing my screen. Okay. So this is the one. If you have an Ahref, can you see this? Can you see
What
my
is
screen?
an AHREF?
These tools will tell you
AHREF.
how your competitors do. These are tools. Okay. Example, I have this competitor cowhide rugs online. Okay, cowhide. They have 13 links. Yeah, they have you can check their links, what type of links they are doing. So this is a good tools that we will use to check the competitors and your links. So they are in forum, they build in blood champagne. What's this? Show thread. Pitch. So this is the type of links they are building mostly in forum. So you can check that one. Like example, you have to go this one and check on the links. So they're in okay. So they build links in this forum. This is what we call forum or profile link building. Okay, you see this one? Can you see this one, Rosh?
Yes, I can.
This is the hyperlink. This is what we call the anchor text.
So anchored text and hyperlinks are the same.
Yes, it's the same.
Okay.
Contextual link or whatever. Because if someone click this one, it will go to another website or another link.
Another page.
Yes, another page. So this is a one. This is example of the link building they use. What's this shape? Anyway, they have only 13 links. So and you
Oh,
can
Kim,
also
is AHREF a paid site?
yep,
Ah,
$97 per month.
Jeffrey, 97?
Yes.
97? Wow. Jeffrey is asking if there is a free service to that. Ouch. Really.
Oh yeah, they have. We can also check this.
An alternative, a free alternative.
Yes. Backlink watch.
Backlink
Yes.
watch.
Save these tools and don't tell to your friend that these are free tools. Okay.
Don't tell anyone.
So this is a backlink watch. You can also put example your website was your website
Save that
client.
backlink watch.
Yes. Example this one, Kawhi's International. You just put the link because this backlink watch is also a free tools. In advanced course in the we have an advanced course. I will give you all the tools that you will get to your SEO campaign. Yeah, all the tools, free and paid
Paid.
tools. Yes. So this is the backlink watch is a free tools. You can check also what type of link they're using and what kind of anchor text they're using. Okay, and how many links they have? 848. It's not really accurate. Backlink ones is not really accurate, but this is the basic. This is a free one, and you can check this the links. Example, they are linking in fashion gadget, and it's easier that example your competitors has 1,000 links, and you will harvest this all links, and you will go to this link and build links.
What do you mean harvest?
You can get all the list of their links.
Oh.
So example, they've been in they build links in what's this house beautiful shopping resources, just blog tags or cowhide. Okay, just blog. What's this just blog? Oh, it's dead. It's a dead. Uh,
So that link.
yes, dead link. Pretty polished blog. Okay, this is a good blog. This is a default blog, but it's still good. So here in the cowhides rack, you have to check. So you see they're building a web 2.0 pages WordPress. So you can also make like cowhidedrugs.wordpress.com or professionalva.wordpress.com. So that's a web 2.0 posting. This is a type of link building also. So they have 800 uh
Links?
yes links.
800.
You see this one? This is we call this blog funneling. These are sister this is a kind of sister company. So view these other home decors. View these other home decors. And you have this hyperlink. Someone will click that one, it will go to their website of my client. It's a one-way strategy. I will not give you all the details of how I build with my client. Maybe in the future you have you know a client who's also dealing in cowhides, and so this is the way how to build links. Okay, so organic and paid. It's not, you can still compete even if you have a low budget. So any question?
No.
Um, saan na ba yun? Click na
Oh,
naman.
there's a question.
Oh, click
Speaking
again.
of Web
Okay.
2.0, will that be discussed on the next class? Meaning the advanced, Jeffrey? Will that be on the advanced
We
day?
have we yes, we have an advanced course lately, but
Okay.
we will discuss that how you will build links, meaning the whole scenario, the shebang, how to be. I will not teach you just to build links. I will teach you to become an SEO manager or a consultant. You can talk to client. You can
Exactly.
handle project management. This is not what I say. This is not a course that okay. Teach me how to build links, and you don't know how to talk with client. You don't know how to deal with client. You don't know how to web audit.
It's
So
everything Kim knows.
yeah, you have. I will teach you to become a consultant or manager, not just a link builder. Link builder is just a link builder. Example, I'm an SEO manager,
That's
and
great.
I will assign a link builder, and I will just give them the task. Okay, this is your task. Do this. You know directory submission. Okay, do this. So what I'm teaching is the whole project. You will deal with the whole project. Example, if you have a client, they pay you $25 per hour for consultation and do the project management. You will deal with that. This is my ninja. This is what I built a link. This is my strategy. This is my link formula. This is the whole shebang. You will control all the video. If example they have a video maker, you will control that one. Okay, this is how you're gonna do with the video. This is how you optimize the video. You have a web developer. This is what you're gonna do. This is what we need. This is the structure that we need. They have a graphic artist. This is what you do. This is the kind of color we want. So all in all, it's all in the SEO head manager or director, because You are the bread and butter of the e-commerce site, if you know
I
what I
get.
mean. Yes.
Yes.
Th
And
that is
Kim,
why it's.
can you remove my face there? Can you click on the PowerPoint now?
Oh, sorry, sorry.
If my face looks like Angelina, I would love it to be there.
Okay, sige. So, any question with that? So no.
Right
Okay,
now,
we
and
will
then
go.
check. Okay. Thanks, Jeffrey. We'll
Okay.
see you in the next class.
Okay.
And
So, like I said, many YouTube videos about SEO are wrong and updated. So, like I said, a lot of people make mistake of trying to research SEO techniques on the cheap way. Example, okay, I want to learn in SEO stuff in video tutorial, something like that. But for instance, you can fire up in YouTube or start searching YouTube for videos about how to optimize your website. That's good. But the trouble with that, hello, okay. But the trouble of uh, sorry, but the trouble with a lot of YouTube videos is that they are out of date, and what may have been a good idea in terms of optimizing your website says 5 years ago now can actually harm your website positioning within the search engine. Example, like 5 years ago, keyword optimization is very good. In every content you have your keyword. Example, Kim Guapo, blah 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 blah. Kim Guapo again, blah blah blah. Best Kim Guapo. So it's an keyword. You overkill the website. 5 years ago, that's good, but now Google thinks that, oh, you're tricking me. You're tricking my spider. You're tricking my robot. You're cheating my
Google will
robot.
know that Kim is not guapo.
Yeah, that's that is why I don't use my cam. Anyway, okay, this is also a lot of inaccurate and plain misinformation about search engine optimization within the videos that you may find in YouTube. So be careful when you want to find YouTube videos, because like I said, every SEO has its own recipe. Every SEO professional has its own technique. So SEO is not an academic. SEO is more on skills, because if SEO has as a one strategy, then there's no SEO, there's no competition anymore. Then there's no SEO firm, no SEO professional, because I can SEO because we were only in one page. So SEO is more on science and art. Every day is on keep uh, updating. If you're That's why 5 years ago a lot of SEO professional or link builder. But when Panda hit and Google Panda, Penguin, and Hummingbird, most of the SEO professional put in Stone Age because they don't know how to cope up with the update. They don't even they can't understand the update. It's not exactly they can understand, but it's can they cannot really co up with the update. So in SEO you have to be update always. You have to know the basic, like what's going on now, what's the buzz. So that's 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 the basic that's also that basic uh, concept in SEO. So it is important that you're updated and not in the wrong information. Okay, so remember that. So any question? I think there's no question with that information.
No question. They're all excited for the advanced course.
I will no, we were just talking here for just the concept. Okay, so this is our enemy. This is the enemy of the SEO firm. This is Panda. This is Penguin. Wala pa nga si ano dito, Hummingbird. Okay, I will give you a basic concept of what is Panda. Panda is more on what it's like one of the problems with optimizing a website to maximize your website visibility within the search engine results is that keeps changing how it ranks a website. That is why update. Okay, every day so often Google introduce a big change. Um, say, in fact, if you search Google using terms in Google Penguin and Google Panda, you will find that these are code names that were used by major upgrades to the way that Google works, and these were implements some time ago. I mean, meaning this type of uh, changes or update tagal na to. But they keep updating. Example, Panda, they have a Panda point 2, 2.0 now. It's more very strict. So the basic point here is there's no shortcut when it comes to search engine optimization. You have to do the Google guideline. If you want to be well optimized in the Google search engine results, then you have to play by Google rules. Okay? So it's like no use trying to shortcut rules and then moaning when Google penalizes your website. That is why it is a very fair deal now, because some old website, they don't do SEO, but when the changes, when Panda and Penguin and Hummingbird came up, they're in a position 1. And in those websites doing SEO, they're in a position 10. I mean, they're out of nowhere because of that update. So a lot of my clients get, let's say, rattled or panic. Say, Kim, what happened? Last week we are in this position, and now what? So there's a Google dance and there's changes every day. So I also relax. Google is just changing. It's like Mother Earth. We have earthquake, we have tidal wave, we have tsunami, we have Yolanda, Sendong. Relax. So I always tell them that we can get that in 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks. We can change our tactics. Maybe Google don't like blog commenting anymore, so we have to change another tactic that we can get, our website or some of our site has been diddling. So I will discuss this again in the advanced course. Okay. So any question about this one, about the Panda? By the way, Panda is more on your website optimizing. This is more on page. You overkill your website, you overkill your on page, you have your hidden text, clocking your website, doing keyword optimization, doing keyword stuffing in your website. Panda will be the one who will kick you. Now, Penguin is more on spamming. If you have website that you link up in a spam website, or links or bad neighborhood links, example, you've been connected in a porn site, then that's not good. If you're connected in your website was linked in gamble site or poker site, that's not good. If your website made up by software, automation links, or using black hat, well, Panda will trigger your website. So again, abide the Google rules. Okay. So again, the Hummingbird, I will discuss this Hummingbird. Hummingbird is more on keyword results. Not like before, if you type iPhone, you have a lot of keyword, you have a lot of website like iPhone, how to use iPhone, how to uh, how to throw your iPhone in the sea or whatever. But now there are more keyword category in the Hummingbird. If you research iPhone, Google will give the website already to the user that iPhone is more on e-commerce site. They will list